Hi everyone! So around the time that I published my meditation video that I published about 2 months ago, I deleted social media off my phone on a whim. I just felt like I needed a break. And I started to spiral about a situationship, and I intuitively knew something wasn't being communicated to me. What's really quite interesting is that I am on a journey of learning to trust my intuition and not feel like I have to go search for answers. But I have OCD. So my OCD brain immediately obsesses. The compulsion is that I have to find information. Like I have to search so-and-so's IG and then go look at this and go look at that. And it got to a point where one night I went to bed and I did this meditation and I was like, this is insane. I do not want to be spending my energy on other people right now, and especially one who's not spending their energy on me. What is it? Like, just please, I'm calling all my energy back to me. I don't want to be obsessing over a person who's friends with a person and like whatever I'm not being told. Please bring my energy back to me. One of the main people that I was finding information about said thing blocked me within like a couple hours of me doing that meditation. We just communicated energetically. Everything's fine. And that was my sign of, I need a break from everything right now. I need to sit in some things because there's a lot I'm not letting myself see. There was a lot of avoidance at play on situationships part and my own. And I had to look at it. And that's never the most comfortable thing to do. My biggest way of not sitting with things is being on my phone. And so I knew I needed to eliminate it in order to be able to sit in everything that was coming up. So I could just at least understand what was happening. Were there patterns? Did I need to end this situationship? I did, indeed. And yes, for the inquiring minds, it is the same situationship that I have been referring to off and on for 3 years. Because one of the things that I think has been my most power is that I've always been very honest. As a therapist, as a friend, as a human, on social media, anywhere I am going to put myself, I want to be real. I am a light source. I am the sun. I am the fire that you warm yourself up by. I will shine all of your beauty to you. I literally will make your life better. I will pour all of my love and energy into you. And no matter what capacity you're in my life, I will do that, but certain people get more attention than others. And I am love. I am hopefulness. I am joy. I'm delight. I'm childlike. I'm playful. I'm all the wonderful things. And I'm also OCD, so I obsess. Oh my golly, McMolly. I obsess. And I was avoiding looking at my part of a lot of the things. And so, yeah, choice, patterns, and decisions, and avoidance, and all of the things. I'm so thankful for the person that I've been in the situationship with. I really did try to convince them to come make this video with me. They're very private. I'm very thankful because they have offered me such a safe space to actually process this. So thankful that the pattern is ending. We're both very clear about our parts on it and how much we saw, and it's been really beneficial to have conversations with him because we're able to say, hey, by the way, I think I realized this about me. Do you have any thoughts? And did you know this about you? And it's nice when somebody gets to see so much of you and they're willing to have these conversations because they're uncomfortable. Guess what though? The most important things in life come from being uncomfortable. You have to sit in it. Sit in it. And so I've been sitting in it a lot. And I will say, with sitting in it doesn't just mean I'm sitting. Sometimes I'm meditating, or I am journaling. I'm painting. Sometimes I'm walking. I am definitely not on my phone. I'm not giving into distraction. And I'm trying to talk to as few people as possible. I am one of those humans that talks a lot. I listen a lot as being a therapist, and I talk a lot. And words, and that is it's my progress, it's my process, it's how I make sense of everything. And so I try when I'm sitting with it to not talk to as many people. It's usually just my select MVPs, a safe space for me if it becomes too much in my own mind. Sitting with it is rarely fun. It's uncomfortable, but it brings the most growth. It builds your capacity. Your threshold grows every time you sit in something. You understand yourself so much more. You're able to witness the patterns and where they stem from. And sitting with it also lets you envision the fact that you don't have to stay in this. This doesn't have to be your forever reality. And so sitting in it has been where I'm at right now. And it's going to probably be where I'm at for the rest of this year. I am obviously always building my business, but I also am very lucky to love what I do. So, remember, if you're in the state of Georgia and you need help with someone you know has been through it and has had to sit through some things, I'm your girl. There was a friend of mine one time that told me that I should pretend on the internet that I don't have these problems, like I'm not OCD, or I don't sometimes obsess, or I don't end up in these avoidant situationships, and that's never sat well with me. Being dishonest or just like being someone fake, I don't want you to want to work with me because of something I faked. I want you to want to work with me because you're like, oh man, I resonate so much with what you're saying. We are on the same frequency, and I appreciate the fact that you're willing to share that you have an experience similar to mine, because it makes me feel like you will be able to relate to what I'm going through, and I love that. Oftentimes as a therapist, I have to invite people to feel safe. And self-disclosure has always been, it's a very fine line. It's a very, very fine line. And it really, really takes being open to reading the reactions and energy of the person you're with, and discernment. Trust yourself. So there's a lot of times where I'll give just a little nugget to my clients so that they will then understand that they can talk to me about this. Really, one of the more effective ways of building a relationship with somebody and just opening that safe space. It's an invitation, it's a mirror. It's to let you know that, hey, guess what? I also have to remind myself to sit in it. I have to look the truth in the face no matter how many times I've avoided it. I have to change patterns. I have to be very, very, very self-aware of my part of things and become self-responsible to how I want to change these things. I have to then reflect on my own journey and not how anyone else is handling any of the change or growth process. It's messy work. It's messy. There's lots of spiraling. There's lots of overthinking. There's lots of obsessing. There's lots of me just feeling sometimes like I'm spiraling. But then I always find my ground by sitting in it and allowing myself to feel the human experience. It's like you need a permission slip in order to say, hey, journal all of that out. Just get it all out, right? All of the crazy thoughts. No one's going to read that journal. Allow this to be your invitation to embrace the messy, uncomfortable parts of sitting in your process. Look at it in the face. Every time you sit in stillness, you remove the distractions, you're going to see some things you've been avoiding. Feelings, patterns, truths. Your intuition will speak to you so loudly, you will not be able to ignore it. And it's going to be the most profound work you ever do. I promise you that every stage of my leveling up has had to have me have these containers of space where I am creating a safe space for myself and I'm sitting in something really hard. I'm allowing myself to soothe myself, and I'm also reminding myself the whole time, you're gonna come back to center, your center of gravity. But in order to actually come back to true center, and not the center that you created in order to keep the narrative that you were obsessing over and creating and making up, it's gotta be real. You gotta shatter and blow some things up right now. But trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's really, honestly, I talk to most of my clients about learning to build confidence in themselves. And one of the best ways to do that is to learn to sit in your feelings and your process and be confident that you can feel all of it and then come out the other side clearer, more grounded, more hopeful, more focused, more lit up, more alive, more tuned in. I promise that on the other side of all that discomfort does come some clear answers of where you need to take your life next in order to get to where you want to go. It will be uncomfortable, but it will definitely also be worth it. It's always worth it. Never forget how strong and capable you are to let yourself see all of it. And breaking patterns is hard. So my next video is going to be just simply all about that. I'm going to do a big deep dive on all of my takeaways from breaking patterns, all the psychology out there about breaking patterns, things I've tried with myself, things I've seen work with my clients. Lots of them are happening around me. Embrace it. Okay, see you all soon.